Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Uncle Roa Talk podcast with my homies Drew and Ray. What's happening, y'all? What's
Yo,
happening?
yo, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hey
We
guys.
got a lot of things to cover, man.
Yeah, let's get at it.
Let's get at it, bro. So, in season tournament, Knicks versus the Spurs.
Who you got?
I
Who
got
This,
playing?
the I got the Spurs, man.
I like the
I'm
Spurs.
gonna have, I'm gonna have to say the Spurs myself. Here, I'm following the box score as we speak right now.
I know they
Spurs
got
up.
Wemby on minute restriction. Coming back from injury. They got bigger games down the road, but good to see him back.
Good to see him back. As we speak right now, it's third quarter, 10:04 in the third quarter. Spurs up 69-61. When you look at that box score right now, the Spurs balance. That's
Balance, yeah.
balanced. Starters, bench, balance. They're spraying the ball there. Everyone's scoring. Balanced scoring all the way around. That's
And
tough to beat.
hey, the Knicks are having a hell of a year.
The Knicks always become the Knicks though. Somehow they always find a way to fumble it.
Hey, this might be the year they break the curse. You never know.
I don't know. We were talking off camera about Mike Brown before.
Yeah,
Don't think he's never thought he was the right guy in
you
any
don't believe in him.
situation that he was in. You might as well have kept Tibbs.
I want to see the Knicks do good because it's just we need that market back, man. The great Madison Square Garden, the mecca of basketball. We need the Knicks to succeed. I think it's big for basketball not just in America but globally, man. It's such an iconic basketball city. You know what I mean? You all the stars from today back to history, they've always had their biggest games in Madison Square Garden. And MJ's double nickel game, Kobe, you name it. And it's just I want to see the Knicks get back to where they used to be, like
That's
back in
true.
the 90s.
Those
Makes for
rivalries.
good basketball. Right. Like you said, that is the Mecca, Madison Square Garden there.
The
But
mecca.
I don't see this team doing it. I see this team, they're having a good year. They tend to underachieve at the worst times.
Yeah.
But
We gotta
hey,
go catch
shout
we
out,
gotta go catch a game in Madison Square Garden, fellas. We gotta hit that one time.
shout out to, Nick Jordan Clarkson
Woo! Shout out to
out there.
the
So I guess
Philippines.
I am rooting for the Knicks tonight.
I like that. Hey, shout out to Gilas in the Philippines basketball community, man. Much love to them. Ray showing love tonight, man.
You know it.
Speaking of which, for everyone watching, all you fans out there, send us your jerseys wherever you're from. Send us a jersey. We'll rock it on here, man.
For sure.
Hey, address where to send it will be on the description. So send us a jersey. I will personally rock your jersey on one of these episodes and shout you guys out, man. For
Be
sure.
dope.
Yeah. Hey, man. Also, USA basketball, women's basketball is in training camp in preparation for the World Cup in September 2026. And the reason why we're talking about that is because Caitlin Clark is in training camp. She's one out of 17 players in training camp, and it's just it's women's basketball is beautiful when she's healthy and back on the court. And I've seen some of these highlights in their training camps, and man, she's looking fluid. She's looking healthy, and her shot is looking good. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. Shout out to Caitlin Clark and women's basketball.
Who's in camp right now
Well, we got
with
we
her?
got 15 pros in camp. 15 pros. You have Caitlin Clark. You have Angel Reese. You have Kelsey Plum. You have Paige Beckers. I mean, and then you have two collegiate players. You have Lauren Betts from UCLA and Juju Watkins, USC. So
Where are they training?
that's a good question. They are training in. Let me see here. Oh, they're training in North Carolina. They're training at Duke. Yeah, training camp is in Duke. That's right. So that's exciting stuff, man. Do you think we could get Caitlin Clark on here? Wonder if Caitlin Clark would do our podcast. That'd be dope.
Caden
Caitlin
Clark.
Clark, if you're listening, Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers, come on, come join us on our podcast, man. Tell us about life, travel, professionalism. Inspire these young girls, especially in the Asian region. You know, we I'm sure a lot of these young girls want to be you guys one day, and help them, inspire them to live out that dream. That'd be dope. Angel Reese, you too. Juju Watkins, any of y'all.
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum, I'm a fan. I'm
Kelsey,
a
you're
fan.
local now in LA, so come on the pod.
Yeah, true, true, true. The Sparks got Darica Hamby. I'm looking at LA Sparks got a couple girls on here.
Yeah,
They got like 4 players. Cameron Brink, girls like 6'9". Come on here, Cameron. Yeah.
6'4".
Is she really 6'4"? She
Six
looks
four.
6'9". Hey, with them heels on, 6'9".
You know, funny story. There's a clip out there where she visited the Dodgers and she met Shohei, and the first thing Shohei said was, "Oh wow, you're tall," because they're the same height.
That's
You know,
crazy.
and of course Shohei's wife is a former uh, basketball player for the Japanese
How
national
tall is
team.
she? How tall is she?
I don't think she's 6'4", but she's pretty tall, I think too.
Okay.
Maybe 6 foot or
She's still playing?
no.
I wonder if he can play. You think he can play a little bit?
I think
Probably.
he was. He's a
He's
tall guy.
athletic.
He's a big guy, but
Yeah.
I think he
Probably
was
can
ingrained
dunk.
in baseball at a very young age to have that drive and that vision.
I mean, he's got
I've never
good hand-eye coordination. I'm sure he could shoot. Looks like a shooter to
Let's
me.
ask him.
6'4".
Let's ask him.
All right.
Come on the
Well,
pod.
Shohei, it's your boys.
Put that Dodger shirt back on.
That's funny. So we got, hey, the Sea Games, man, that's going on. It's drawn a lot of attention because, obviously I played in the Sea Games before, but a lot of controversy with the changing of the rules, the last minute changing of the rules. And, I said it before, they should just make one official rule for the Sea Games and not change it every 2 years. Not change it every 2 years, determined by who the host country is. It's just ridiculous. So shout out to everyone that's following the Sea Games. Keep it clean on the comments. I see, I get it. I get it. A lot of frustrations on both sides and a lot of trash talk, and it's all love. We all love the games. We all love the game of basketball, but keep it clean, everybody.
Yeah, send some more questions. Tell us what you want Uncle Roa to break down, analyze. Yeah, props to your analysis, Ro. Really good stuff.
But
A
yeah,
lot of people like it.
we're gonna continue
Yeah.
to break down games and give my feedback, what I see, and my predictions as well. So we're going to continue to have those for you. Semifinals, finals coming up soon. We'll have complete analysis and breakdown for sure. Yes, sir.
What else? What else?
What else, man?
Your Indiana football, Ro?
IU football, baby. Hey, IU football, they got the bye. They're waiting on the winner between Oklahoma and Alabama. I got Alabama winning, and then they're going to face IU on that side. So that's my prediction. What do you guys got? What's your take?
I think it's that magical season for Indiana this year. So if they got it, it's destiny. They got to complete it. With Fernando Mendoza winning the Heisman,
Shout out to
there's
Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner. Wow. Wow.
don't say that very often. Heisman Trophy
Ever,
winner from Indiana,
ever. So,
the
I mean,
basketball.
wow.
Yes, the basketball school.
All right.
And for those that don't know, Mendoza, he's an amazing human. Great kid, great student athlete, brought up right. Just everything about him, just I look at him and I see him being successful, even if he wasn't a football player. Like it's just he's one of those guys that's like You want your daughter to marry this guy. You know what I mean? Like, just an amazing human on and off the field, speaks well, carries himself well, professional. I mean, just nothing bad to say about that kid, you know? Amazing. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Very wholesome. Seems like
Very
a very
awesome.
wholesome young man.
Yeah. And bright. He's super smart too.
So
Super
is this like
smart
a
kid.
Cinderella story? I mean, is this like it looks like it's like
Indiana?
packaged like the whole thing. The people
Absolutely.
playing, the team.
Absolutely. A year and a half ago, they weren't even on the radar for anything in football, in terms of football. And they haven't been for the past 50 years. You know, I mean, our last decent team they had when they had Randall L, and that was 25 years ago, you know.
Dang.
Um, yeah, it's just what they've done in a year and a half, what that coach has done, how he's turned that program around. It's just remarkable. Remarkable, man. Never seen that done before that quickly. It's crazy.
Hey, we can literally see another rematch here from the Big Ten championship with Indiana and Ohio State. I'd like to see someone else come through that side of the bracket other than Ohio
Who do you want
State,
to see
but
come out that bracket, Ray? Who do you want to see?
not
I
an
mean, we got.
Ohio State fan.
I'm gonna
So
tell you who
any,
I want Texas A&M to come out of that bracket, man. Let's go Texas A&M. They're just up the street right here. Let's go Texas
I
A&M.
think,
They're actually solid. They're a dangerous team. A&M
yeah,
baby.
Texas. Well, you got another story that could be out there too coming out from that other side of the bracket is Ole Miss. Ole
Yeah,
Miss
Ole Miss.
without the coach that led them there, since
Right, right.
Lane Kiffin took the LSU job
Yeah,
there.
right.
But most of the most of the assistants that are following Lane to LSU are actually staying to coach the bowl game
That'd be a
here
great story.
for the playoffs. So,
That'd be a great story.
well, that could be a another good story. But
Yeah.
anybody that other than Ohio State, I'm done saying Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think most people outside of the state of Ohio
But
want to see Ohio State.
we do not need to see the Ohio State University in the national championship game, even though that could happen.
It definitely could happen, but either way, my heart is with Indiana. I'm pulling for them through and through, man. Let's go Hoosiers. Make history, baby. They're playing at the Rose Bowl, right?
The national championship game.
I think Indiana's playing at the Rose Bowl, aren't they?
Indiana will be playing in the Rose Bowl. Yeah,
They will, right?
in the quarterfinals.
Dude, you guys should go catch a game, man.
Pull up,
I actually might. I mean, dude, that'd be something to pull
When
up
is
for.
that? When is that gonna
pull
happen?
up with
How often is
some
that
tickets and swing by the crib and pick me up.
happen? Yeah,
And pick you up too? Goodness. Dang.
Hey, it's on the way. You come from Houston. It's on the way to Pasadena.
that's right.
Man. Tickets and pull up? Wow. Okay. I'll do my best, fellas. I'll keep y'all posted on that.
I'll meet you at Ray's.
Watch out for the Instagram Live
Watch out for the Instagram live.
on January 1st. Uncle Roa on location from the Rose Bowl.
I'm gonna go live, and I'm actually at the game, and then I'll be like, guys, I'm sorry, my bad, fellas, man. No, but let's go Hoosiers, man. Now we just got to get Indiana basketball to where it used to be, because wow, that's whew,
It's been a minute.
You guys back
oh my
on?
goodness,
Been a
yeah,
minute.
that's tough to watch. I mean, they're not as bad as I think they got a decent coach, but they just don't have the personnel to. It's a tough conference. Big Ten's a tough conference, so it's gonna take them a few years. If you can get some good recruits in there, I think there's a shot. But I think he's a decent coach. We'll give him some time. Give him some time. What else going on, fellas?
Let's switch back over here for a quick game update for the NBA Cup Championship. Like I was saying, there's balance within the Spurs in their
It's a
scoring.
close game.
Let me just read this current box score here for the Spurs. Barnes, 9 points. Fournette, 12 points. Ox, 15. Castle, 12. Castle, 7. Off the bench, you got Johnson with 3, Champagne with 3, Wembanyama with 6 on a minute restriction, and then Dylan Harper with 15.
I like Harper.
So that's balanced scoring throughout the starters and the bench, as compared to, you see the Knicks, it's their big three right now.
Brunson.
You got Anunoby with 22, Cat with 16, Brunson with 17.
Yep, as expected.
Only 5 bench points for the Knicks. So
I like this Spurs.
except when you're that balanced, they're young, they're hungry. Spurs are looking good for this one, definitely.
You know, it's crazy. I seen a thing earlier. It was Richard Jefferson talking about in 2000 when he was with the New Jersey Nets. I forgot what year that was. Um, he was averaging 23 points a game, and he was top 10 in scoring at that time with 23 points a game. I believe he was 7th in scoring in the league. And he says, fast forward to today, the same amount of points per game, 23 points a game, is literally out of the top 20. I think it's like 23 or 20 scoring ranking. What does that tell you? That tells you that, one, there's no defense being played.
Mm-hmm.
Zero defense. I mean, we have to start letting them play defense again, letting them challenge each other with body contact, no ticky-tack foul calls. You just got to let them play, basically like college basketball.
Yeah.
You let them play. The NBA, it's gotten so crazy that if you're averaging 23 points a game, which is a lot of points, you're going to be in the 23, 24 ranked leading scorer in the league, that makes no sense to me, man. You know, and it's not even fun to watch. I also seen another thing. Another player was talking about everyone plays the same. Everyone plays the same system. Every team plays the same system. There is no variety. Like back in the '90s, you had the triangle offense. You had D'Antoni's offenses, run and gun, small ball. You had you had duos, amazing duos, Shaq and Kobe's. You had just different varieties of basketball, Twin Towers, the Spurs. Now it's like everyone plays the same. You turn on the TV right now and watch a game, a random game. Same actions being played, DHOs, ball screens, hammer actions, zoom action. It's just the same stuff. I don't know. It's just yeah, I miss good basketball, man.
You can't even tell who's who, right? When you're watching a game
Another
and they're
thing.
they're moving fast, they all look like the same players. They're moving fast. If they sub, it's almost like was there a sub because they're playing the same,
Same
action,
actions, yeah.
same
It's not
shooting
appealing to
style,
watch
step backs, all these same movements. It's kind of boring. I don't know.
it gets boring. It gets really, really boring, man. With no variety, people want variety. That creates excitement. When everything starts to look the same, when every color is gray, it's just, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
That's what we get with this era of positionless basketball. So it's all about wings.
yeah. No posting, no big players, no inside game.
Yeah.
Wings, 3D.
The league really needs to change the rules back to what it was. You don't have to change it exactly to what it was, but you have to change this because I don't think this is going in the right direction. There
Well, I
needs to
like
be a change.
I've told you this. I like the fact that they're emphasizing a lot on defense now. A lot of the basketball trainers they put a lot of time on defensive techniques. It was master class. I mean, they break it down just like how defense is very important. And so,
But you
what
have to
else
let
can you
them
teach?
play.
What else can you teach? Yeah, that's true. Offensively, everybody's playing the same way, so there's nothing else that you have the same bag. Everybody has the same bag. But like you said, if they can't play defense, if the refs won't let them play, then how do you counter that offense?
Because a lot of guys are playing really good defense. For example, they play good defense on a possession. say it's a one-on-one coverage, and then the guy, throws his hand in and it's a ticky tack foul and he gets rewarded. The offensive player gets rewarded for it. So that, as a defender, you're like, well, what am I doing? What am I working on? He's going to get the foul regardless of what I do. I can't body check him. I can't even short forearm him or anything. I'm at a disadvantage either way, in every way. It's, imagine yourself, right? What would you think? You'd be like, man, forget defense. I'm just going to work on my shot because no one cares about defense. And then that becomes every player. And then the product becomes this,
Yeah.
right? That's how I see it. It's just, they need to make some change. But yeah, man, what are some of the feedback that you guys have been reading on the comments? What are some of the questions you guys see and that needs to be answered?
There was a question, Ro, about again, just to clarify, the difference between a heritage player and a naturalized player.
Yeah, man. So I've seen some comments on the Indonesian side about heritage players from other countries. They didn't get their passport before the age of 16. You, this is what I'm trying to say to Indonesian basketball people and the fans too. I know they don't understand this, and it might take them another 15 years to really realize this. But when I say heritage player, I mean a person that grew up outside of that country, that has lineage, that has heritage and blood from that country. Just because they didn't grow up there, they still have the blood of and the heritage of that country. So that country should be proud that they are willing to represent that country in international competitions because the player is proud to represent that country. So the country, the organizations of that country should be proud of them and they should look at them as a local. You can call them a heritage, but they have the blood of your country. They have the family history, the heritage history of your country. So that's very different than a naturalized player. A naturalized player has no connection to that particular country. There's no bloodline. You brought them in for a specific purpose, and that's for the sport that you brought that person in for, right? That person can't speak the language, has no connection to that country. He's there, he or she is there to do a job, and that's to be successful, make successful that sport that they were brought into particularly do. That's very different than what a heritage is. Very, very different. So I don't care if you're a heritage player and you got your paperwork done to be considered a local. I don't care if you got it done 30 years ago or you got it done yesterday. It doesn't matter. The country should be proud because that person has the blood of that country and is willing to represent you. A naturalized player, a lot of countries when they naturalize players, some of it's contractual. So it's like on a 5-year contract, for example. It's on a 5-year contract. So we naturalize an American, you're naturalized for 5 years. After this 5 years, term runs out, we take away your passport. These 5 years, you're obligated to play in these competitions from this date to this date, for example. So there is no connection. It's a business agreement. That's all it is. It's a business agreement. And Indonesia has naturalized some players. That's great and all. But remember, these are naturalized players. They have no blood of your country, right?
Mm-hmm.
For them, when they do something good for your country, yes, okay, you can clap for that. But that's a naturalized player. You have to focus on what are your local players doing to improve? What is the system in place to improve your locals? That's something to really be proud of. And a heritage player is in that category. That's something you should be proud of because they have your blood, just like me. I grew up here. I grew up here. I was proud to represent Indonesia in international competitions. I have a connection with Indonesia because my family is from there. My heritage is from there. Arky would tell you the same. I'm sure Brandon Joato would tell you the same. If we were to get our paperwork done, say, a month ago, and we were able to represent Indonesia in international competitions, it doesn't matter. You should be proud of that. And just like we're proud of that. So that's something that Indonesians don't really understand yet. And I see the reason why I say they don't really understand yet is because I'm seeing their comments and the things that are saying. Naturalized player is not a heritage player. Very, very different things. So that's all I got to say on it, man. I hope that clarifies some things.
Is it clear with the other countries? I don't see that many kind of
And this is the
misunderstanding with other countries, right?
and this is the interesting part, Drew. This is the interesting part. Us as heritage players, us as heritage people, when we live outside of the country that our family heritage is from, we understand that we are you guys. We look at ourselves like we're a part of you guys. We understand that. We understand that. It's like we're happy to represent. We have that understanding. But on the local side, the Indonesian side, they don't have that understanding. They're like heritage. Okay, well, we have to get your paperwork done and naturalize you. Okay, but that's just the term of the process by which you get that particular heritage player his paperwork done. Just because it's called the naturalization process, it doesn't mean you're in the same category as a naturalized player. A naturalized player again has no connection at all, no bloodline, no heritage to that particular country. They don't care. They come in as like, oh, they get an offer to be naturalized to help your program, whatever sport that's in, and they're like, oh, okay, well, the money's right, I'll do it. A heritage player is like, wait, I have a connection with you. I represent you and I would love to represent you. It's two different things. So, yeah, I think the disconnect is from that particular country. In this case, Indonesia. There's a disconnect there. They don't understand the difference, And if they were to say, like, look at these Philams, oh, he was naturalized. He had to get naturalized for his paper. Yeah, because he grew up here. Or even the Thai Americans. Yeah, because they grew up here. They're half Thai or half Filipino, or they have, a percentage of them is actually Filipino or Thai. Yeah, that's the naturalization process is just the term, but they actually have the blood of that country. It's a stupid argument for me. It's they can't differentiate that. You
100%.
know.
100%.
So yeah, they'll realize this probably 15 to 20 years from now, and they'll be like, okay, heritage. That's why they can't even understand the significance of a heritage player to even be in their domestic league, their pro league. I mean, the advantage, the reward they will get from it, opening up those doors, the reward they'll get from it. They can't even comprehend that yet. But it'll take them time. But in that time that it's going to take them, these other countries are already ahead of them.
A lot of other countries are adopting this already, right?
And they've been for many years. Because understanding the concept is if you're still trying to understand that concept, you're behind. It should be self-explanatory. But for me, for people and myself to have to explain this to you, you're behind. So yeah, that's what it is.
Well, I think it's a good explanation. They can share this podcast with their friends. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. What other questions did you guys come across?
You got one, Ray?
Trying to see if I can pull it back up. I think
We got
I
a lot. We got a lot of love from our fan base, man. A lot of love.
I think the Sea Games itself kind of opens up a lot of. It kind of, I mean, based on the fan response, it's kind of bridging, don't you think? Kind of a lot of the Asian cultures. Everybody who loves basketball, they're kind of tuning into our show, and so it's like it's a really good. It's almost like a community, right?
Absolutely.
It's like the
Absolutely.
love of basketball, the love of sports, and just all the differences and how it makes us different but connected. So it's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
I always look at Asia like, obviously we're all in the same region. Our heritage is from that region, but Asians are very different than, like, say, South Americans, right? You know, South Americans, there's a common language. There's a common
Right.
language that binds them together.
That's true.
We as Asians, we don't have that common language. You know, there's nothing to connect us. Like, you could throw a Ray and a Vietnamese guy and a Cambodian guy in a room, and they're gonna just be looking at each other like, what? They can't communicate. There's no common language there. And that's for every Asian country. Our
Yeah.
common language in Asia is English. If we're to communicate with each other, you better know English. But
Yeah.
that's the difference. So, like, when people try to put Asians all in one group, it's very hard because we don't look at ourselves, as one group. We can't even communicate with each other. And culturally, we're very different. Other than each Asian country has their own different cultures, just like each Latin country has different cultures, but they have a common bond, right? And that's that language that they can communicate with each other. But yeah, it's just that's a lot of people don't really understand that part.
But that's the cool thing about sports. Sports is a common language, you know?
Absolutely,
Everybody's talking the
absolutely.
same thing. Everybody loves it. Everybody, it's a very uniting force.
Like I mean, like sports and music, two things that's going to unite people, man. Sports
Yeah.
and music. Yeah, I mean, I love watching one of the Sea Games and these highlights, and it takes me back, man. There's just competing in those games. It's for country pride, and it's just, yeah, it's great memories, man. I love seeing these a lot of these guys I know as well from every country, from Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam. So it's special.
There is a question out here that I wanted to address from our last video that we
What's
just
up?
uploaded. Shout out to RegnifWill5844. He asks, why Americans always say man? Yeah, man, great man. All I can say is, man, I don't know, man. We just do.
Oh no, man. It's a cultural thing. It's just,
That's funny. That's a good question.
So
yeah,
shout
it's
out
just
RegnifWill5844. Your comment, bro.
shout out. Yep. Thanks for your
This was
comment.
this was the last video.
Hey, thanks for your comment, man. I just think
We
it's
say
it's a
man
part of
all the
our
time, man.
it's just a part of our
That's our
American
American
culture,
culture.
man.
I want to start saying man, dude.
It's just a part of American culture.
We also say dude.
Lingo,
We
Say
also
dude,
say
bro.
bro.
bro, man.
Yeah,
Ray says no cap
I
a
don't
lot
know, bro.
now. I'm too
I
old
don't
to
know,
be
bro.
talking like that,
So,
but
man,
Ray's
I don't
like,
know.
All right, man. Love you,
all right,
man.
man. Hope that helped, man.
Hey,
Love you,
quick
man.
back update. Update on the NBA Cup. Knicks have made a run. Knicks 104, Spurs 97, 740,
Dang.
740 to go.
Told you.
Wow. Hey, bring in Wemby. Let
Maybe
him go crazy.
Well, that's what makes it
maybe
exciting,
Knicks
I guess.
basketball is making a comeback here.
Right?
Congratulations to the Knicks for winning the in-season tournament. Bold prediction right there. This weekend, big fight weekend, we got Andrew Tate fighting, and we got Jake Paul fighting against Anthony Joshua. Big fight, big fight. So that's
Who do you
exciting.
who you got?
Oh, I got Andrew Tate kicking ass, whooping ass. I'm going for Andrew Tate. And I'm going for, I don't know, Jake Paul. I like Jake Paul, man. I think he's good for what he does. But he's fighting against Anthony Joshua. This is a heavyweight. That's a legit heavyweight boxer, and
It's Jake Paul's promotion company, right? That's
it
promoting it
is.
in
Now,
there.
if it's not scripted, I got Anthony Joshua winning that. I mean, this is a legit boxer, heavyweight boxer in part of his prime. Like, he's not Mike Tyson. He's not over the hill like that. He's still in the game. He
I will
knocked out
call it.
Francis Ngannou not long ago, like this past year.
I will call it a draw.
Really?
between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. You heard it here first. A
Like a
draw.
legit draw? Like a legit draw or a scripted draw?
I'm not going to say it, whether it's scripted or not.
It.
Say my prediction is a draw.
Yeah, but you gotta
You what you got?
elaborate, right? You gotta elaborate. A legit fight draw or like this
You
is
just want
a
to sound
script?
different from everybody, huh?
No, I'm just saying.
You're
When's the
not gonna
last time we
explain.
saw Jake Paul in here lose?
Well,
No,
yeah,
they've never
it's
lost.
under his promotion. Like, I mean,
It's
what are
under
we
his
talking about?
promotion, you know.
There,
And I
there's no
don't
way in
think
hell
I
he's
don't I don't think I know Logan Paul's the one in WWE, but at the same time, I see a lot of entertainment when it comes
That's all it
to
is.
the Jake Paul promotion.
right, right. I don't think he could beat
Entertainment.
Anthony Joshua for real. Like,
Entertainment. So
yeah,
my
okay,
pick
okay.
is a draw. Stay tuned to next week's episode when we discuss what the final results are.